Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time. I don't know if I'm actually going to upload this video before the vlog or after the vlog. I think I'm going to upload this after my weekly vlog in lockdown because it kind of explains a little bit about what's going on in my channel basically and what I'm doing moving forward. But today's video is going to be my healthy morning routine in lockdown. Basically, over the past 6 months, I'd say, I've tried to basically improve my morning routine and add loads of little things into my morning routine that kind of make my day feel more accomplished and for me to feel ready to start the day. Just to not have a morning routine, because obviously like my life wasn't that messy. It was just when I then did start to kind of incorporate a morning routine into my daily routine, I just felt 10,000 times better, and I can't even explain to you how beneficial a morning routine is, especially to start the day. It makes you feel so accomplished in your morning tasks, and even like the smallest thing you can tick off your list and be like, I've had a really productive morning. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoy this little morning routine, and I hope that maybe it helps you in some way, because obviously that's what I'm hoping for these videos to do. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy, and if you'd like to see what I get up to in my morning routine, then please do carry on. So recently I have just been basically waking up with no alarm. Sometimes if I have to be somewhere, or I'm going for a walk with a friend, or anything like that, I'll set an alarm, but I tend to not set an alarm and just wake up naturally. I find I actually sometimes wake up sooner than my alarm if I don't set one and just wake up naturally to the morning light. I don't try to wake up. I most certainly don't wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I know a lot of people say it's really beneficial and it's really helpful, but I think because we're going through a lockdown and the days are long anyway, I don't really want to be getting up any earlier than I already do, because that would just make the day about 20 years long. But yeah, I wake up and I tend to just grab my book. The book that I'm reading at the minute is The Greatest Secret. You may or may not know that I love Rhonda Byrne's The Secret, and I've also read and still haven't yet finished The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, which I'm going to do a whole video about these books because they are life-changing and they changed my life. But yeah, this is the book that I'm reading at the minute. This is the most recent of Rhonda's books that she's written and published, and I think it was probably like maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 months ago that this book came out, and it's heavy and deep is all I'm going to say about this book. Blimey, I feel like I'm quite open-minded to the whole law of attraction stuff, but this was, and it's just mind-boggling, and I feel like I'm going to get to the end and be like, wow, I was doing life wrong. I'm reading in a minute, and I'd like to wake up, read even if it's like 3 pages, just so I have a bit of positive information entering my brain. I don't think there's ever been a time in my life where I haven't made my bed. If you know me, you know I love to keep my room in literally pristine condition. So if my bed's not made, even when people sit on my bed, I'm like a crease. But yeah, I make my bed and then obviously open up my blinds, do all that sort of stuff, and I basically go over to my desk and I sit and I write in my journal. A new little thing that I've been doing, and again, Sam has literally mentioned to me that this might possibly save years of worry, and it's helped massively. I feel like I'm not at the point yet where I can be like, this is how journaling helps you, and do like a full video on journaling, because I've only just started doing it myself. But honestly, like waking up and just getting all of your thoughts onto a piece of paper, especially when you have a brain like that's just overactive, overthinking, irrational, writing down all your things on a piece of paper is just life-changing, and you can kind of look at the things on the piece of paper afterwards and think, I'm actually like, this is so silly of me, like why am I thinking all these stupid things? And it kind of makes you realise like everything's good. But yeah, I've been kind of doing that religiously, and even throughout the day, if I get like worries or like thoughts that I then overthink and OCD about, I literally just open up my journal and I just go. And sometimes I feel like 2 sides of A4, and I'm like, oh my god, I have so much stuff in my brain that I have to get out. And I just write it all on the paper, and it seems to kind of help. Especially when you have so much in your brain that you just need to have a little bit of a release. It's really good. So that's what I've been doing, and making sure I do that every single morning. Even if I am even feeling like pretty good, I just kind of write, you know, I've had a really good sleep, I'm feeling pretty good, but I just have to remember these things. And yeah, journaling and writing down my thoughts on paper has massively helped. And I try to do that as soon as I finished reading my book in bed. And sometimes when I finished journaling, I'll go downstairs, make a coffee. I try to drink a glass of water with my coffee because I don't drink enough water, and the coffee makes me really dehydrated sometimes. And sometimes I'll just take my book downstairs and just sit in the living room and read my book downstairs with my coffee. And then once I've done that, I'll come upstairs and do a workout. But if me and Kelly are going for a walk up the hill, I won't do a workout, because the walk up the hill is just a workout in itself, like a major workout, and it really hurts your bum. So yeah, once I've done that, I will have a shower. I pop on my gym kit, most likely leggings like this with these socks, and either a cardigan or a jumper, or if I'm going for a walk, like a thermal or something, then my coat and my scarf and my hat. And I just make sure I pop on a little bit of makeup. Like today I've got a bit of the FM foundation on, which is really good, and it doesn't even mean I need to put concealer on. It just makes me look a little bit more awake. And yeah, me and Kelly then go off for a walk up the hill, and I can't lie, it's honestly so life-changing to just go out for a walk. And I know that so many people would say like, oh, exercise helps with your mental health, and I used to think, like, please tell me how that's going to help. But honestly, it does. It helps you feel just so much more accomplished. Like, me and Kelly walk up this really steep lane, and then we get to the top of the hill, and then we walk back down the hill, and it takes us about an hour, maybe more sometimes. And you know, even though sometimes we go at like 11, so by the time we get home it's lunchtime, and you know, you feel so good because you've done something with your day. And because it was such, I guess because we've been out for like an hour, it takes up time, you know, you get home, it's time to have lunch, and half the day is already gone. So if you're struggling like with the whole, you know, the day is just dragging, when you fill your day with things, even if it's the smallest of thing, it can sometimes just make you feel so much more accomplished and like you've actually done something with your day. So I highly recommend going for a walk. It doesn't have to be uphill, it doesn't have to be a workout, but even like going for a walk around to the shop or something, or just walking is just nice. And even being in the fresh air and just taking in like the scenery, it's just lovely, and I highly recommend walking in your morning and adding it to your morning routine. So usually when I come back from the walk, or I've done my workout in my bedroom, I'll just sit and basically fill in my little gratitude journal on my iPad, and also plan my day, literally with the times and my to-do list for the day. And honestly, writing a to-do list is probably one of the best things that you can do in lockdown to make your day feel more structured and just a little bit more accomplished. Even tiniest things like I need to paint my toenails and hoover my bedroom. Like, I feel like you need to make a massive deal out of small things to make your day feel like you've done a lot, and writing a to-do list is just going to make you feel like, oh yeah, it feels good ticking it off. And once you look at the to-do list at the end of the day, you're like, oh my god, I did so much today. So yeah, writing a to-do list, planning your day helps massively, and that's what I also do within my morning. I try to fast for the morning, but I do still sometimes have coffee, which obviously means I'm not technically fasting because I put milk in my coffee. But I tend to not have breakfast. I find this helps with my bloating. I feel like I bloat quite a lot at the smallest of meals, but it keeps like my whole kind of, I guess it kind of regulates how much food I eat and how hungry I get, because obviously when it comes to lunchtime, if I haven't eaten breakfast and I've just had my coffee with some water, I then eat a pretty big lunch and I don't snack then throughout the day until I have dinner, and then maybe I have pudding as well and some biscuits. But I try not to have breakfast, not in a unhealthy way, just it works for me. I guess that's pretty much my morning, and even just the tiniest of things can help massively, especially in lockdown. It's so tough to keep a structured day, and if you start your day with a wonderful morning routine, like, I know it's cringy, I know people probably say it and you probably think it doesn't help, but I can't even tell you how much having a good structured morning routine can literally put you in such a better mood for the whole day, which means you accomplish so many more things. But yeah, that's my morning routine. It's not very special, but I feel like it works for me. I feel like I've been trying to find what works for me for a long time, and I've kind of incorporated a morning routine more so in the past year, I think, of my life, and trying to find what's good for me. Obviously we're back and forth with work, so my morning routine obviously changes when I do go to work, when we're allowed to go to work, but this is what's working for me right now, and I'm having a good time. So I think that's everything I have to share with you in this video. I feel like I've probably forgotten something of my morning routine, but yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you maybe took something away from the video, or maybe try and do something and incorporate it into your morning routine, or even just think maybe I should start doing a morning routine. But obviously I'm not saying you have to do these things. This is just what I do personally to help me, because I know everybody has different ways of doing life. But for me, this is what I found has helped and worked a treat. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more of these sorts of videos, then please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye!